A very colorful look there by Larry Parker. Quite a commitment to tattoos.
Oh, yeah. It's what the people like here in Japan. Larry Parker from Colorado. I used to have a Boss Ruben Invitational there. I always met him there. He's a nice guy. Very nice guy. I've never seen him fight, so this will be the first time for me to see him fight. Akira Shoji at the other end, well, we saw him fight, and fighting is the word for him.
We've seen him fight all but one of his fights so far. He's been in every single Pride Fighting Championship event so far. Pride 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and tonight he's here with us at Yokohama Arena in Pride Fighting Championships number 7 against Larry Parker. Parker coming out with the hands up and going to throw the low kick right off the bat. Good straight right by Parker.
And a good low kick here by Shoji.
Parker with a real clean shot and a big pickup there. Gets Shoji down.
They'll fight for you.
Shoji on the bottom, half guard, and he's working to push his way out.
Larry has some good control here.
I see a lot of composure. I see some experience showing from Larry Parker.
Whoa.
A lot of hustling there. Shoji almost giving up half guard and letting Larry Parker have the mount. And being up against the ropes, it's going to be hard for Shoji to escape unless they restart them closer to the center of the ring. Parker doing really well so far in this fight.
Yeah, he's
taking Shoji down, coming out with a low kick, the straight punches, and now controlling Shoji, keeping him on the bottom. Okay, Shoji
going for a leg lock here.
Going for an ankle lock. And Larry Parker really exhibiting good defense there against the leg lock. Now, I remember when we first saw this position in the Pride Fighting Championships, boss, the man on the bottom with the feet up. Now we see it on a more regular basis because guys have added all these different elements to their toolbox.
Yeah, nowadays people are also dangerous from their back. We knew they were because we once saw Renzo Gracie knocking out Oleg Taktarov from that position. When Oleg came down, he kicked him in the head with his heel. And we saw
Alan Goes against Sakuraba.
Right. That's the one I was looking for. And he was doing all kinds of things. The whole kick repertoire, even side kicks, roundhouse kicks to the body, head and legs, everything. That was pretty amazing.
And it looks like Larry Parker is pretty decent on his back with those stomp kicks, although Shoji is firing the roundhouse kicks away. But as we said before, we have yet to see, okay, they're being restarted standing, we've yet to see a person standing up stop a guy from the bottom by kicking him to the legs in that position.
Yeah. And we saw the other way around. Oh, it's a takedown again. But this time he's got this defense. No, not enough.
Shoji really trying to hustle to keep and standing, but ending up on the ground again. Larry Parker on top. Larry Parker has got a pretty aggressive shot.
Oh, and he was going for a leg lock.
Now we finally have Larry Parker on the bottom. The young gentleman from Colorado has pretty much been on top up until this point. Let's see what Shoji can do from the top. Okay, we're halfway through round one, and we've seen a lot of hustling for position so far, but now we want to see what they can do with that position.
Until now, it has been a good fight, though. There's Larry on top, Shoji on top, good escapes. Larry some punching. They went for a leg lock 2 times. 1 time Shoji went for a leg lock. 1 time Larry and 1 time Shoji, both 1 time. Now see, he's going. It looked like he was going for a leg lock again.
Yeah, it seems like leg locks may be one of Larry Parker's specialties, but that's going to be a difficult proposition with Shoji. We've never even seen him get close to a leg lock. And his legs being built the way they are, it may be difficult to get him in a leg lock.
Yeah, also, and the sweat factor also, of course, plays a big part in it here. No shoes, so there's nothing to hold on. You can simply pull it out. Some good kicking from the ground.
By Shoji having working out a lot with Carl Uno, the man is in his corner, I'm sure he's well versed in defense against leg locks.
Oh yeah.
Done.
Wow.
Larry Parker has got a lot of tools, boss.
Hey, listen, the front kick was a nice front kick. The high kick he's doing real good.
That was a beautiful sidestep flip over by Akira Shoji, almost like a matador in a bull ring in Mexico.
Last 3 minutes. Action. Action. Stop. Stand. Go.
And up again.
Well, unlike Sakuraba, Shoji really didn't want to engage him in that contest. The man on the ground and the up position. I think he saw something he didn't like.
Yeah, but why would Larry want to bring it to the ground? He's doing good standing up. So just keep doing what he does. Just keep kicking and punching.
Parker appears a little tentative right now. Do you think he's getting tired?
I don't know. They're both getting tired. I saw Shoji also breathing heavy, especially where you notice when Parker was on the ground. He didn't attack. He didn't do anything. He was really breathing heavy. So I think they're both maybe, but Larry actually looks in a good shape. His mouth is closed. The kick came out nice. Nice, see?
Nice little flurry there by Parker on the inside. One thing I liked about that punching combination, even though none of them really landed cleanly, was how it kept everything compact.
He's doing good. I'm real impressed with this. And this is what I should... Oh, I would never have done this.
Because he had the wrong position to pull guard. Shoji falling back for an attempted ankle lock and nothing doing. Too much sweat.
Third time he tried an ankle lock. Achilles hold, ankle lock, anything. Ooh. Ooh. Good first round, Steven. I like it.
It was good.
You see, they're both getting tired. There's been a lot of energy been throwing around from Larry's side, but also from Akira's side.
I think what we're seeing in a fight like this is the more proficiency fighters get at the variety of different styles necessary. Like here Shoji's going for that leg lock, and now he's going for the other leg lock, and Larry Parker pulls out. The more it's going to become like a chess game, because both these guys have about equal striking ability. And there he goes again. He's going for an upside down heel hook, then going for an ankle lock there, and Parker pulls out. It's going to be a thing where both fighters are fighting defensively and offensively at the same time. These guys are actually pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're doing great. And it's what you say about the chess. It's true. If I play chess with somebody who doesn't know anything about chess, I finish him real fast. But once they start knowing the little defenses, they already can give game. You know. And then of course, if you're advanced, then it's going to be different.
And
but, yeah.
I'm sorry. The interesting thing here is that both these guys obviously have punching skills, kicking skills, leg lock skills, takedown skills, and defenses to all of the above. So therefore, they have the pawns, they have the rooks, the castles, the bishops, the kings, and the queens. They have the full board in front of them to use against the other guy. So it becomes maybe a little bit slower paced match, but nonetheless, this has been a pretty heated battle, even with that in mind.
Yeah, you don't want to play this game with a chess clock. I make a move, click. That all makes sense.
I remember that movie, Fresh, with Samuel L. Jackson, where they had that.
Yeah.
It's a great film. But sometimes you get a guy in there that plays like he's under the clock. It makes for a very exciting fight.
Yeah, that's what the people want to see. But, hey, they're doing it. They're doing it right now. Larry's defense is up. He showed some good submission skills. Takedowns. Only this I cannot understand.
Well, it was a bit of a trip by Shoji, but...
It's the second time.
But, well, the first time, Larry Parker just jumped into the guard. This time, Shoji helped him. Now, let me ask you this, boss. You were a champion in Japan. In your experience of being around fighters around the world, do you think more fighters fight for the honor and recognition, or contrarily, the money?
Okay, that's a real easy one. In the beginning, it starts out for the honor and the recognition. But then once you get to a certain level, and you realize that you've been like on the top of something for like a couple of years, and you have to keep training and the same food and the same this and sleeping during the day, then it's a job. It becomes a job. Then you want the money.
Okay, now, with that in mind, do you think that there's any change in the attitude a fighter approaches fights with while he's making that transition from the honor into the money?
Okay, no, that's different because all fighters are different. Like, I really don't stand losing in pretty much everything I do. So everything is, I race you for it, you know. Who's the first one who opens the door? Who's the first one who arrives somewhere? So I think it's the mentality of the fighter. If you don't want to lose, you're going to have to work for it. Because if you don't work for it, there's a more chance that you're going to lose.
Okay, but yourself aside, have you seen a pattern in some of the fighters that once they get the money, they get the recognition, they lose a little bit of fire?
The fire, yeah, they do. Because then they already have the money. You see it also with boxers a lot, you know. It depends if it's a lot of money. Now, I see what you're saying, but it happens also to people who get too familiar with the game, who fight too many times. Like guys who fought 60, 70 fights in 4 years or 5 years, like pretty much every 3 weeks. The fire's gone.
Well, they get burnt out.
Yeah. You don't want to have that either.
Well, one thing is for sure, the man on top, AKIRA SHOJI, doesn't suffer from that yet.
Oh, no. This is the kind of guy who probably will never suffer from it.
We don't know how much he makes. It's none of our business. But we do know that he's been very busy, having fought in all the Pride Fighting Championships up until this point. We've had 7 of them. And he comes, he gets in the ring, and he delivers. Even in his last fight, a win over Guy Mesger, a tough fight, his previous fight to that, a loss to Igor VOVCHANCHYN, but he went the distance with the power puncher from Ukraine. And here he is with an obviously very talented Larry Parker, doing what he has to do, keeping busy on top.
Yeah, the thing is with the Japanese fighter, they get food stamps for the fight, and then if they're real good and they win the fight, they get also drink stamps to buy some drinks. So that makes them very active in a fight. No, of course I'm kidding, but here in America or in Japan, there are people, they fight a lot for the samurai spirit. And all the fights you see here, people really appreciate fighters here. So you're well respected when you're a fighter. Like the sumos, when you see them walking here over the street, they're highly respected people. So they don't fight for a lot of money. They really fight for the honor.
Okay, Shoji is here in Japan, and he's getting a very big reputation here in Japan. In the United States, who would you say would be Shoji's counterpart? Who would be the American version of Shoji?
Wow. That's a difficult one because he's got a high energy.
But you can use different sports. You can use basketball, boxing, or whatever. Just the attitude. Just the attitude.
The attitude. Jens Pulver, he's also a fighter, but he's more of a striker and a wrestler. He doesn't go to the ground, but he's got the same kind of energy. He wants to go and keep going.
Very enthusiastic.
Very enthusiastic fighter. Yeah, we have some more, but I'm going to have to start thinking about it. And right now I want to concentrate. Yeah, this Shoji needs to do something like this. Oh!
Okay, now finally we have a change in the fight.
That was a good armbar attempt. It is that he's fighting a guy like Shoji.
Now he's going for the knee bar, and Shoji pops out. See, Larry Parker, that was slick because Larry Parker sat there and right when Shoji thought that's all he's got, he's just going to lay here, boom, he exploded, and then boom, he exploded again. Went for the arm bar, went for the knee bar.
Stop, don't move.
I think there may not be an American counterpart for AKIRA SHOJI because he's so original.
Yeah, no, it's difficult.
It is.
But I mean, for the energy level, I meant thing. Yeah, but like for the fighting style. But that's why you said it can be every sport. That's why I say okay, Jens Pulver then, because Jens Pulver is not a grappler And he's the opposite of Shoji. He's a striker, good wrestler.
There's Carl Uno looking on as Shoji, who he is cornering. He's doing a great job and staying in control so far of this match.
Yeah, and if you look at Uno, you would never say he's one of the top fighters in the world.
Yeah, he looks pretty mellow.
Yeah, young guy, mellow, you know, the guy who goes out, gets high. Of course he doesn't, but I mean...
Now there it is again, Larry Parker pulling guard with a double overhook. Obviously wanted to shut down any strikes Shoji would do, but it was Shoji that came racing in with the left jab, fake left hook, right hand to set up the body lock and the takedown.
Yeah, but if you're Larry, yeah, and you fall back, for sure you're going to get him in his guard. Well, what you can do also is to try, it might not work, that instead of falling back, fall back and twist your upper body. So slam Shoji underneath so you land on top. If it doesn't work, you still end up in this position. If it works, you're in mount. So why shouldn't he try that? He goes straight back. Oh, 100% sure. Oh, he went for a side choke. He's a jiu-jitsu fighter for sure. Larry Parker. He did a lot of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, he's got skills.
Yes. By the way, yeah, but he's falling back in the guard. That's a typical jiu-jitsu thing to do.
But he's got reasonably good stand-up skill as well.
Hey, good. A good takedown defense. He's a complete fighter.
And he's about 11 years older than Akira Shoji.
Whoa! Good strikes over there. Both of them. Larry hit Shoji. Shoji hit him back hard. Oh, he might be a little dizzy still.
I think one of the things that is frustrating Larry Parker is he's not quite gauging the timing of Shoji's rush in. Watch. See, his punches are coming. Oh! Good right hand by Shoji. He didn't have the timing down. And Shoji just won the fight with that flurry. If there was any question whether this was going to be a draw, Shoji just got in control of the fight. It was a big right hand right on the jaw. Larry took the punch. What I'm saying is about the timing is that Parker has got the physical movement of skill, but he's not landing the shots anymore.
No, Larry is still dizzy from that first shot that he got. Remember that just before he got the big one, I said, it looks like he's still dizzy. He was kind of wobbling on his legs. And then he got that big right hand.
Okay, as far as I can see, Shoji has got this one in the bag, although Larry Parker has been competitive throughout.
Oh yeah, and I think they for sure have to ask Larry Parker back. This is a guy, he showed a lot of skills.
Okay, Shoji gutting it out here with Larry Parker. Parker going back to his corner. See, Parker's coming up short with his punches, but Shoji landing that right hand right on the side of the jaw of Parker, and Parker was bewildered after that punch, really staying away from the punches after that, really pulling his head back, really shying away from any more striking exchanges after that big right hand from Akira Shoji. And we're going to go to the decision.
Oh, and another 5 minutes.
A draw? Okay. I understand, although I don't agree, but maybe it's because Shoji didn't show outright dominance in the fight. Maybe that's the criteria here. But at the end, he was in control. And even though Larry Parker did attempt a number of submissions. He fell short every time and never had Shoji in any kind of trouble, so he had to fight his way out. But they've rendered their decision.
Yeah, you're right.
One thing that Larry Parker should try, and I think he should try a different type of game plan here. Wait a minute. Oh. I think Larry Parker has got to change his game just a little bit here. If he has any variation in his style, for him to pull guard like he has been throughout the fight, I think that's a mistake for now. He's got to do something different.
He's got to kick, use that kicks more. That front kick that he showed, the right front kick. You got to show us that more. Keep him away.
I wonder if Larry Parker is injured. He seems to be hesitating about coming out. Does he look okay to you, boss?
No, he does not look okay.
It looks like there's some kind of a problem here. Okay, but they are going to resume. If there was a problem, Larry Parker is just going to leave it behind and come out there. Oh! Shoji is all over Parker right now, throwing the hard low kick, spun Parker around like a top, and then landed some big shots.
Yeah, I thought, it looked to me that Larry tapped there. That's what Shoji said. Wow.
There's no question that Shoji is in charge.
Oh, he shouldn't have done this.
Yeah, this was a mistake. Maybe he's tired. But even then.
Yeah, and Shoji, after his last fight against Guy Metzger, he wasn't happy with himself, you remember?
That's
So
right.
He needs to turn this up. See, Larry has nothing left here right here. Shoji should feel that with his little punches he got. He should get out of the guard. And Larry should try to hold on.
Well, at least Larry is still moving.
Oh, yeah, no. For sure.
I think that 11-year age differential, Larry Parker being 11 years older than Shoji, is a factor here late in the fight. I really do. As far as the stamina aspect.
Yeah.
But the beginning of this round was definitely something for the Pride Fighting Championships highlight reel.
Yeah.
That low kick was
Smacking.
spun him around like a top, then cracked him a couple times.
And then went again for the takedown and he slammed him into the corner.
Listen to Shoji talking to Larry Parker as he chops away.
Yeah, Larry's showing a lot of heart. He's dead tired, but he keeps moving. He keeps moving, keeps holding him.
Okay, stop, don't move. Don't
Okay,
move.
it looks like they're going to restart him.
No,
Back to
they
the
got it
center.
over. Yeah.
Boss, I want to ask you a question, and it's a loaded question. What is your favorite sport?
Yeah, fighting. Yeah,
Mixed martial arts
mixed martial arts.
is definitely my favorite sport.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me.
I was trying to see if I like swimming or something, you know, for myself to do, but I really have to think about fighting as the coolest thing to do.
Well, because swimsuit modeling is not a sport, I will have to say mixed martial arts.
Yeah. Stripping, is that
The National Stripping Association.
Yeah,
doesn't have a
because then I
championship.
choose stripping.
Yeah, right.
For women, let me get this straight right here.
Okay. Here we go again. Left low, right low, kick inside leg.
Oh!
Larry's still there, still firing his cannon, but his strikes are always coming up short now, every time. His distance is off on his strikes. But that's not going to work here. Because listen to the crowd reacting to that. I wonder if there's ever been a jiu-jitsu fighter in a big professional fight that pulled guard like that and hurt his back. Because he's slamming down pretty hard.
You don't want to do this on the street.
Right. You don't want to do this where there's a sidewalk up there.
Jiu-jitsu is the best self-defense in the street. Oh yeah, but don't do this. Up, oh my God. 30 seconds. So you better believe he's going to go for it.
Larry Parker completely outgunned here.
Larry, kick him up.
Larry is just hanging on right here. But there's no quit in Mr. Parker.
Oh no, that's what I like about him. And he's showing all the technique too.
Okay. Shoji, is he disappointed with himself? How could he be disappointed with this effort? This guy really was a tough guy to try and take him out.
Yep, I'm telling you, this was a good fight. This one, Shoji won, of course.
And there he goes. He comes up short, and then he spins around.
Bang.
He throws that big right hand, and he wails away with another right hand. Parker jumps in, and Shoji wailing away. Shoji could have kicked him in the body there.
Oh, yeah.
He should have.
Judge WANDERLEI, SHOJI. Judge MIYAKE, SHOJI. Judge Kobayashi, SHOJI.
And the decision goes to AKIRA Shoji, a very well-earned decision, a very hard-fought battle against a courageous Larry Parker.
Yeah, he did a great job. I feel they have to invite him back again. Here we go.
Here comes that low kick, spins him around, the right hand. He's just bashing him here. There was a time where we said that Shoji needed to improve his strikes, boss. And oh, he has.
Oh, yeah. Let's see from this side again. Oh.
SAKURABA KAZUSHI.
A lot of people are ranking this guy #1 in the middleweight division.
Hey, listen, he's hard on his way. He is #1 or hard on his way. Very good, very good.
And evidently, Sakuraba has got a real tricky new suplex takedown up his sleeve in this fight. There's been a lot of rumor about that. And I think the audience is waiting in anticipation if he can execute one of his more flashy new moves, boss. The man of... Macias coming out with that right leg up high and that whipping left roundhouse kick.
He's got good strike kicking skills for sure.
Oh, look at that. Wow. Left hook there by Macias. And Sakuraba coming in, but Macias sweeping Sakuraba back to the stand-up position. Into the over-under clinch. Sakuraba got Macias leaning back. Macias imminently will go down, and there he is. Just gives it up. Who could forget Anthony Macias' classic battle with Dan Severn? And that was in UFC 4. Severn outweighed Macias by 80 pounds. But Macias came right to Severn, throwing a plethora of kicks, same way he did here against Kazushi Sakuraba. Macias is here to rumble.
Oh yeah, he wants to prove something, because if you beat this guy, you beat the guy who already beat 4 Brazilian top fighters.
Both men have a common opponent in Alan Goes. Kazushi Sakuraba got away with a draw, whereas Anthony Macias wasn't so lucky, and he lost by a submission he verbally gave up, and that was an extreme fighting number 3. But Macias seems to really have improved his game defensively, and his kicking game was always sound because he used to compete in kickboxing. Sakuraba with the side mount.
Yeah, see what he's going to do now. He's going to punch and go for straight armbar again, or... Whoa!
But Macias making that very difficult. Sakuraba eating some punches there by Macias. And Sakuraba trying to punch.
Is there a leg lock coming up?
I'm telling you, Macias is landing the better punches from the bottom.
Yeah, he could be setting up a leg lock. Oh no, he pulled it out.
Macias is on a mission here. To say he's motivated is an understatement.
Whoa.
Okay, we've got 7 minutes left in the match.
An armbar coming on the right arm. He's going to put a right knee on a... Okay.
Not a lot of people gave Macias a chance in this fight because Sakuraba is on such a phenomenal roll. But Sakuraba decided, after 3 straight wins, to take on a fighter who wasn't from Brazil.
Yeah, you know, sometimes a change does wonders, you know. Why not? I mean...
Well, he beat 3 fighters from Carlson Gracie's camp. He beat Ebenezer Fontes Braga from the Budokan Lucha Livre camp in Brazil. Carlos Newton fell prey to a submission, as did Vernon Tiger White.
Yeah, he's going to get the armbar.
As a matter of fact, there have really been only 2 fighters who went the distance with Sakuraba so far. Alan Goes, who got the draw, and Alan looked real good in that fight, and Vitor Belfort, who lost a decision, and that was kind of a one-sided affair with Sakuraba really throwing a lot of kicks and hurting Vitor with a back kick.
Armbar coming up, man. It looks... He's setting up this arm, but I think he's going for the other arm. Watch the... No. Oh, okay, he's going to go around. It looked like he was almost setting up the left arm. There we go.
You are absolutely right, boss. And he's
if he stays... Oh, why did he do it?
He hesitated, and Macias seized the moment and escaped.
He had it. He could have made it. But that's his history. I'm not. I'm here. He's not.
You know what's interesting? Sakuraba just threw, or was going to throw, a right roundhouse kick. Oh, big 1-2-3 punch combination by Sakuraba. That first right hook landed. Whoa. Those were hard shots. He's hitting hard.
Whoa, Macias looks like he ate a few. Whoa.
Spinning back fist by Macias.
With a spinning heel kick. Oh!
There was that suplex. Was that it?
Beautiful.
A side throw there by Sakuraba.
Armbar. And again, armbar coming up.
Listen to this crowd. They have found a new hero in KAZUSHI Sakuraba.
They have. Who hasn't?
Listen to that sound of the crowd. Sounds like a dog howling.
It's the werewolf.
Oh, and there he goes. Double palm strikes. Sakuraba punching away, trying to flip him over into an ankle lock. I'm telling you, for me,
Armbar.
I think he's one of the most exciting fighters to watch.
Yeah, we say it every time we see him. Here we go again. Watch this. He comes every fight with something new on the table.
And it's not only something new. Oh, the up kick there by Macias. Sakuraba answers with a right roundhouse kick. Oh, it looks like he's going to... Is he going to jump?
Oh, yeah, he's going to jump.
He jumped against Belfort, and he hit Belfort a couple times in the side of the head. Oh, here he goes. He's going to jump. Oh! Sliding side kick. Look at Macias. Look at...
Everybody thought he was going to jump up, and he makes a flying side kick.
But did you see the look on Macias' face? He almost started laughing like, hey, you got me. He didn't expect that.
Oh, my God. Nobody expected this.
He ran up and threw a sliding side kick.
Oh, man. Macias has to put his feet on the chest now. Oh! Yeah, he's doing it himself, too. On the chest of Sakuraba, kick him away. Kick him away. Go back and kick him on the chest.
It's funny because Macias almost went for an armbar there.
Yeah, but it's like...
Look, Macias is having too much fun here. You know that he's seen the tapes on Sakuraba. You know that he probably respects Sakuraba and maybe even likes his fighting style. I mean, who wouldn't? Any professional fighter would. Look at him smiling.
He's smiling. Yeah.
Okay, watch this. Something's going to happen here. Something's going to happen. Oh. Gonna make him dizzy. Gonna make him dizzy. Ooh, look at the defense there. That was straight out of Enter the Dragon, Bob Wall versus Bruce Lee.
Yeah, right in the pills.
Oh yeah! Wow! What an unbelievable first round. And should we expect any less, though? I mean, it's Kazushi Sakuraba.
Every fight he did is a good fight.
You are absolutely right. He's one of those guys, and I don't even think it's a conscious effort on his behalf. I think what it is that he's just got something inside of him that is so unique, and it comes out in a manifestation of his fighting style, his charisma in the ring. He's a very soft-spoken guy. Now, here's that suplex. It's over the shoulder. Oh, that was sweet. And that drove the crowd wild. Look at that right hand. He's going for a upside-down ankle lock, almost a half Boston crab. And here we get to see him spin him around, make his head spin. He's just having fun. Macias is having fun. And why not? It's a sport. It's entertainment. And it's some of the best fighting techniques I have ever seen. Sakuraba appears to be the complete package. Really packing a wallop now in that right hand.
Man, he's got it all too.
He's got the back kick, leg locks. Here it is, sliding side kick.
God.
Paying tribute to every Taekwondo and karate man in the world.
Yokogiri. Tobi Yokogiri.
Okay, now has he spilled his bag of tricks in the first round, or does he have more for us in the second?
Listen, he's not wearing anything, otherwise he would have more tricks up his sleeve, but he will have more tricks.
Well, Sakuraba told me, in regards to the back kick, that he nailed Vitor Belfort. It had that time release knockout. Speaking of the back kick, oh my God. Speaking of the back kick, Sakuraba told me before the Vitor fight, he never practiced the back kick, and he just decided to do it the day before.
Wow. Wow.
A good sequence of rolling action there. But he just decided a day before to do that. So I think he possibly makes up these things as he goes.
Scary, man.
I think that this guy literally thinks on his feet or on his back, depending on the position he's in. Like the thing with the double palm strikes to the sides, where he's trying to get Macias on the side of the ear.
Yeah, and then he goes for the straight to the solar plexus.
Do you think that Macias feels it an honor to fight Sakuraba?
Yeah, for sure. You see the way he was looking at him and complimenting. This armbar here, you see? He's going to step over, go for straight armbar. Or Macias is tricking him out, you see? He's doing the same thing that he did in round number 1. He's tricking him with the right arm, but he's going to, for real, he's going to go for the left arm. And he can go either way, actually.
We've seen Sakuraba win with the knee bar over Carlos Newton, but let's be sure, he is an armbar specialist. That is his go-to move. That is his bread and butter move. He beat Fontes Braga with that move.
Here we go again. Watch this.
Yeah.
He can also put the knee on his face and then crank the right arm.
Oh, he's got it.
He's got him.
Boss, as soon as Macias breaks that grip, and Sakuraba's got to break that grip that Macias has.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If Macias wants, he still can escape if he knows the armbar escape.
Oh, Macias has tapped out. He didn't escape in time. He gave it up. And why not? Why risk getting your arm hyperextended possibly broken. What a great match. And you know, it took Anthony Macias, being as talented as he is, coming up short, but nonetheless, he really made it into a good fight.
Oh, he did. Nothing away. Somebody we will hear from soon, or for in the future too. We have a lot of good fighters. We saw a lot of good fighters today. Even when they lost a few, they were real good fighters.
Okay, looks like he just had some fun with one of his teammates. Looks like he was throwing Mr. MATSUI around. These guys are all about fun.
次の試合狙いたいと思いますので応援よろしくお願いします。応援席の方すごくありがとうございます。
Now that's appreciation. And this place is packed.
Alan goes.
Alan goes. It looks like he might be asking Sakuraba for a rematch. I would be willing to bet you that's what he's saying. But here it is, the replay. And that armbar, he's got it. Macias can't get away. He gave it up. Macias tried everything, but just came up short. No problem. This is a true clash of two giants in the sport, boss.
I really don't know what to expect here. Of course, we expect Igor to start throwing bombs and Mark to go for the takedown. But VOVCHANCHYN went every fight all the distance and Mark didn't. So we don't know if Mark can go the distance, if he's going to get tired later on in the rounds. It's going to be a tough one to call this.
But
on paper, I would say Mark Kerr is going to win the fight.
I would say too, but if you look at their opponents and the level and caliber of their opponents, Kerr beat Takada in his last fight, whereas VOVCHANCHYN beat Carlos Barreto in his last fight. And down the line like that, VOVCHANCHYN may have faced a tougher caliber opponent than Kerr has.
Yeah, that's what more people say, but yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing, VOVCHANCHYN has never faced a wrestler the level of Mark Kerr, but let's be fair, on the other side of the coin, Kerr has never faced a striker possibly as dangerous as Igor VOVCHANCHYN. This is a monumental battle here. Looks like Igor is doing some pretty good work in the clinch here. Chopping right hand there by VOVCHANCHYN.
Beautiful.
And it looked like they might have clashed heads a little bit there in the clinch.
Good knee.
And Kerr with the overhook and the twist down. Big right hand by VOVCHANCHYN. He caught that kick by Kerr, threw the overhand right, and Kerr said, forget about this, I'm taking you down. And Kerr driving it hard. Kerr on top. As I said before, it looked like they might have clashed heads unintentionally. VOVCHANCHYN bleeding over the side of his right eye as a result. VOVCHANCHYN definitely getting the better of the punching exchanges. Kerr getting the takedown.
Fine, baby. Go fine. Cut pretty good. He's cut pretty good, Mark. He's cut pretty good.
You can hear Mark Coleman in Kerr's corner talking about the VOVCHANCHYN cut.
Breathe. You're doing good. He's cut on that left eye. Look, he's cut on the right eye. Pretty good, Mark.
Now, both these guys have won tournaments. Kerr has won 3 tournaments. Igor has won at least 3 tournaments. They both got a lot of experience. So now they may play a little bit of a waiting game. It's almost like a long stare down waiting for the other guy to blink and make a mistake.
Yeah, but with the new rules, then when nothing happens, you're going to stand up. I don't know if that is what Mark Kerr wants. He wants to keep it on the ground now. You don't want to stand up with this guy. He got a few good punches already. Oh, this is good. This is good.
But that right hand by Kerr, as powerful as it was, didn't hit. But if it would have, that would have done some damage.
Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground.
I'm telling you, Kerr's striking repertoire has really improved.
Work on that cut.
Yeah, he has to. We worked hard on it.
Action.
Actually, for this fight,
Get a little busy, Mark.
he didn't come over.
Don't put a lot on him. Just put a little bit on him. Just stay a little busy. Stay a little busy.
So Kerr did not train with you for this fight.
You're all right.
No, he did not.
Work on that cut. Work on that cut.
What effect do you think that has? Now, Igor has had the same trainer throughout his entire career. When a fighter changes trainers.
I don't know. We had a winning combination going on, so I had no time. I couldn't, and we would have had a very difficult schedule. I had a very difficult schedule. It would have gone, but he chose not to. So I hope he worked his striking, because I always think that striking, like working the pads, the thigh pads, and the heavy back, that's the best way to get for somebody to get in a good condition. Only wrestling will not do the trick.
Well, I've noticed one thing. His striking standing up came up short. Of course, Igor had something to do with that. Igor showing a couple little bit. Now, there are some punches by Kerr.
Don't let him up. Don't let him up, Kerr. Don't let him up.
And Coleman yelling. There was an axe kick by Mark Kerr. And now, Kerr coming up with a good right uppercut. VOVCHANCHYN throwing a big bomb. A big right hand by VOVCHANCHYN. Kerr shooting in again. Wow, that right hand, that landed right on the temple. It's amazing that Kerr didn't buckle from that punch.
He can take a shot, that's one thing for sure. But Igor is tired too, looks.
That was outrageous. He hit him right on the upper. It was almost on the eye bone, but a little bit over on the temple.
Big cut. Work on that cut.
The guard is all the way open. He should put his left elbow on Igor's leg and push himself into a half guard, and from there work to the side mount.
Okay, what are the implications of this fight? In my opinion, the winner of this fight becomes #1 in the sport.
Yeah, in the heavyweight division.
Yes.
Let me see. Yeah, I would say so.
I think currently, right now, a lot of people rank Kerr #1 and VOVCHANCHYN a very close #2. There are a number of other fighters floating around in the top 10. Pedro Rizzo, Randy Couture, Mark Coleman can never be counted out, even though he's coming off that loss to Takada.
Yeah, but he's working on a comeback, I feel. And he will, I think, we haven't seen the best of Mark Coleman yet. I think he will be, doesn't look like a quitter.
Yeah, but you never know.
Yeah, it's true. You never know.
Because right now, Kerr looks awfully powerful in this fight. And if it keeps going like this, Kerr's going to get the decision.
Oh, yeah, he's going to win the fight like this. But he should try to pass the guard one more time.
Yeah, he should, because he's got to keep moving, because the referee's saying action, and that's the first warning, and then they're gonna stand him back up. If I were Igor, I would just lock him up and let him force a stand-up.
Yeah.
Because why sit there and punch Kerr with that behind the head punch, even though it's going to really hurt that ear after a while? That action is betraying him because it's keeping the fight on the ground.
You're absolutely right, Steven. He shouldn't punch. Remember before I said it also, what was it, with Carlos Beto and Igor, I said also, he shouldn't punch because then nothing will happen and they put the fight up. Here's the same thing.
I wonder if Carlos Barreto had gotten the decision in that fight, would he be the one facing Kerr right now?
I think so. I really don't know how they put the fights together. I don't think it makes any difference because normally they would say it before. They would say, okay, the winner between them is going to fight him.
Stay down, Kerr! Keep him down! Keep him down, you got a break coming up!
Okay, what is Kerr doing? Is he going to go for an ankle lock?
No, please not.
He can't really go for an ankle lock, not in this position, not with Igor's leg up there. Plus Igor, because, and Igor got a nice little right hand in there before Kerr got all the way back down.
Breathe, you got a break coming up, Mark. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up.
Look at that little knuckle punch. He's throwing it around the side, and that seemed to have angered Kerr. But Vovchanchyn used his knees and his legs to keep Kerr out of punching range.
Oh, Mark should try to pass the guard here.
I tell you, Igor's landing all the strikes here. Kerr is doing nothing but lay there.
Yep.
Look at that punch.
Yeah, but that's not a punch, it's just landing there. I think it's just to annoy him. These are more punches, see?
Of course, yeah, right.
And the ear, he will give him a cauliflower ear.
Go 1 or 2 punches, pal.
30 seconds left, folks. Although it may be good strategy of Kerr to just lay there.
Yeah, Kerr's corner advises him to flurry, one more flurry.
Yeah, he definitely needs. Otherwise, Vovchanchyn may win this round, even though Kerr got the takedown. Vovchanchyn did most of the damage. I mean, the cut on Vovchanchyn's face not counting. I mean, that was probably from a headbutt. Kerr seems to be complaining to the referee that he was being punched in the back of the head. Okay, here they are rumbling off of the ropes. And Vovchanchyn dropping that big overhand right after he caught the leg. And here's that was such a hard shot right on the dome.
Wow.
hopefully we'll get another shot of that.
Mark Kerr's wife there in the corner.
That's Eugenia, his manager. And here's
You
that
better believe that.
overhand right. It's amazing that did not Kerr down, let alone out. Because he had all the force coming down into that right hand. That's a nasty cut. Here it is again. Igor dipping to the left and driving that overhand right straight down onto the temple of Mark Kerr, almost immediately creating a mouse over Kerr's cheekbone. Okay, I think the game plan is probably going to be the same, boss, because of the damage that VOVCHANCHYN did with two right hands standing up. Kerr would be crazy to stand up with Igor VOVCHANCHYN.
Yeah.
As boring as it might be for him to just lay on him, he may have no other options.
He needs to.
Okay, there's a sprawl by VOVCHANCHYN, but Kerr pulling a double leg takedown. VOVCHANCHYN working on a guillotine choke, but Igor really doesn't have submissions in his arsenal.
Yeah, this is pretty much the same position, and we will see this for a while. I think the referee will put the fight up, because this is the same position we had in the last 3 minutes, 4 minutes from round number 1, and I don't think that the audience would like to see this, and the referee.
No.
So.
We've got Kerr, the quintessential wrestler, the takedown artist, against maybe the purest puncher in the game in Igor VOVCHANCHYN. And there's Mark Coleman, former 3-time UFC champion, cornering Mark Kerr. So you know he's going to be cornering him from... Okay, now they hustle back up. Igor used the heels on hips and got Kerr off of him on his own without a restart.
And Mark looked tired when he fell backwards. He had no, there was no reflex. The reflex, the automatic reflex was the takedown again. But I think that took pretty much all of his power.
I find that ironic sometimes that people with, somebody with the build of Mark Kerr, this perfect body, gets tired, where somebody like VOVCHANCHYN, who traditionally may look like he's, quote, out of shape, unquote, doesn't get tired.
Yeah.
So stamina is not what the body looks like on the outside, it's what's inside.
Yeah, it is. It's always inside the heart, in the head.
And also...
And who trained, you know? Some people, they lose fat real easy, and other people, they don't.
Kerr looks like he's been out in the sun a little bit. Igor VOVCHANCHYN, being from Kiev, Ukraine, don't know how many sunny days they've got there.
Get on it. Keep him down there. Keep him down. Keep him down there, baby. Stay on top.
Come on, babe. Come on, honey. Come on, Mark.
Sure fight, still. Sure fight, Mark. Sure fight, baby. Sure fight.
Okay, it looks like Kerr's getting busy, but he's missing all those shots. And Igor chopping away with that heel. Igor punching up, Kerr missing again and again.
You're doing great, Kerr. You're doing great. Stay right in there. You're leading. You're leading. You're winning. You're winning, Kerr. You're winning.
Okay, do you agree with that statement? Is Kerr winning?
He's not doing anything, but they got the takedowns. I don't really know how they count takedowns here in the Pride. But if it's like in the UFC, Kerr's going to win.
Okay, who won the first round? I think VOVCHANCHYN won the first round.
VOVCHANCHYN won the first round.
So if Kerr wins this round, we go to an overtime.
Yeah, this probably was going to happen.
Breathe, baby. Just breathe. Just breathe. Keep breathing.
VOVCHANCHYN has stayed busy here. Kerr has done nothing. He eventually, sometimes he'll go back for one of those ankle locks, but then he'll come in and he'll miss a couple punches and go back into this squeeze situation. Somebody's breathing hard in this clinch. Okay, VOVCHANCHYN pushing him back. VOVCHANCHYN throwing an uppercut there by VOVCHANCHYN. A big knee by VOVCHANCHyn. And double underhooks there by VOVCHANCHYN. VOVCHANCHYN grinding away. And a knee to the top of the head. Another knee to the top of the head. And Kerr is out.
Oh, my God.
Kerr has been knocked out by Igor VOVCHANCHYN. Double knees, but wait. VOVCHANCHYN wild in celebration. He slayed the beast.
Whoa, what a surprise.
And here they meet in the center of the ring. They hug VOVCHANCHYN. And the referee...
Kerr's saying no knees to the head when you're on all fours.
Oh,
he right.
He said foul. He said foul. Oh, you know what it was?
I think it was a foul. There are no knees allowed on the ground. He's on all fours.
That's right. There are no knees allowed to the head when an opponent is on. But was he knocked out or was he faking to get sympathy?
I don't know. If he was knocked out, he recovered real fast. It was maybe a trick also because he knew it was an illegal knee. And maybe he wanted some rest.
The referee has raised Igor VOVCHANCHYN's arm in victory. Okay, here it is again. Igor jumping in, throwing a right uppercut and a knee there. That was a good knee.
That knee was good.
Now Kerr...
And now he's on all fours. It's not allowed to give knees.
And there's one knee and two knees. Kerr slumps over.
Wow.
Look at Igor jump 360 roundhouse kick.
Wow.
Well,
that was a good knee.
Well, let me ask you this, boss. The no kneeing or kicking a fighter when he's on all fours, do you think that penalizes the striker?
Yeah.
On behalf of myself, Stephen Quadros, and my partner, Bas Rutten, domo arigato. Sayonara.